What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires, and now with Thor's opening box office weekend in our rearview mirror, we can all start to get super hyped for the brand new slate reveals and announcements coming from Marvel Studios in the next couple of months. The first of which is less than 2 weeks away, coming at San Diego Comic-Con 2022 on Saturday, July 23rd. And over the weekend, while we were all seeing Thor in theaters, we actually got the official details for when and what Marvel Studios will be announcing. We're breaking down those details and pointing out one in specific that, while part of the announcement but not made a major deal of, can actually give us quite an inkling as to what we can expect, especially from the Hall H live action announcement that's coming Saturday evening. We're breaking it all down in this an unofficial San Diego Comic-Con 2022 Marvel Studios announcement preview. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter eggs, breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the industry insider scoop and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. And if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so diving directly into the details. This year, we're actually getting two live presentations from Marvel Studios. The first of which will take place on Friday, July 22nd at 11:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and run for an hour and a half. So that's 1:45 if you're on the East Coast. Marvel Studios head of streaming, television, and animation Brad Winderbaum, head of visual development Ryan Mendering, and special guests dive into all things animation with exclusive looks at X-Men 97, Marvel Zombies, What If Season 2, and more. The second panel will of course be the standard Hall H presentation, live and in person on Saturday night, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so that's 8 p.m. if you're over on the East Coast, and reads Marvel Studios president and producer Kevin Feige and special guests provide an inside look at the ever-expanding Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, the detail I want to point out between the two of these presentations is the fact that the Hall H presentation is only exactly 1 hour long. To compare that to, say, something like 2019 when they did that huge Phase 4 reveal, that was a 2-hour presentation from 5:15 to 7:15. In that, and when Marvel Studios usually do these, a lot of you are probably already very familiar with their MO. They bring out the cast, they introduce the project, they'll show a clip, and then talk about it live and in person for a second. It's not just 5 minutes of an introduction of a project, it's about 10 or 15 minutes per. With only an hour at this live presentation, you have to assume that this is going to be a pared down version of what we normally get at Hall H, and that's only because Marvel Studios is going to turn around and do this exact same thing at their own presentation in D23 in September. This is what I expected, and because we already know that there are several projects that are far enough along in production or already wrapped on filming and in the barrel for Marvel Studios, it's almost assured two of the projects they're going to take time to introduce and show us will be first looks at She-Hulk and Wakanda Forever. These are not the sort of in-depth Marvel Phase 5 brand new Fantastic Four cast announcements that a lot of us have come to expect from a Hall H experience, and I only bring this up and point this out as a mega fan myself who wants us all to temper our expectations. Could they possibly introduce the Fantastic Four, talk about that project, show a first clip? Of course they could. It's Marvel Studios. They know that this is an awesome place for the fandom and that they haven't done one of these in 3 years, and I would not say anything's off the table. Shoot, they might even introduce Wolverine, but being completely realistic and only seeing the length of the time for this panel, also knowing that we haven't gotten a first look at Wakanda Forever, and that's at least going to be a quarter of that panel, I would suspect that we need to temper our expectations just a little bit, and where there may be some major reveals during that weekend, we'll also get some of the major stuff coming in the following months at D23. Now, the other project that's rumored to have a first look at this panel, again, this is in rumor territory here, is Ant-Man Quantumania. It was rumored to screen internally at Disney Hero recently, and apparently showing a first look at the conference. No confirmation of that. The real question being, if they do show first looks at Quantumania or the trailer for Wakanda Forever, will Marvel Studios turn around and upload them to YouTube so we can all see them after they've had the first exclusive look at San Diego Comic-Con? And the answer is, honestly, a little bit of both. If you take the Star Wars celebration that just happened at Anaheim, where I was at, they showed some exclusive first looks of series and trailers, some of which made it onto the internet and immediately following whatever panel they were at. Some of them didn't at all. They were exclusive looks for live footage. So it may be a case where we won't get to see the clips they show, but the re-reporting of the event, recordings of Kevin Feige standing on stage doing the panels, those usually make their way onto YouTube in full. Unfortunately, I won't be out there for that. I'm trying to make my way to D23 in the following months, but they'll still make their way out there and we'll have the full coverage of the panel. Marvel Studios generally will cover it at least on their social media as they're releasing brand new logos, making new casting announcements, and introducing brand new franchises, which there are a ton already so confirmed by industry insider editorials, including Captain America 4, which we covered just days ago. I'll make sure to link that at the end of this. Deadpool 3, Thunderbolts. There are a ton of titles that we know are already in pre-development. These are going to be the kind of announcements that we get. And the reason I bring that up is because everyone is still wondering when we're going to hear anything about the X-Men. And what I would tell you guys, again, as a mega fan myself, who can't wait for the X-Men and Wolverine to find his way into MCU live action, to be patient with the development of Marvel Phase 4. There have been a ton of characters that they have brought that I never thought we would get in live action anyway, and while they may not be the characters that you specifically want to see, and just yet, be thankful that we're even getting them in the first place. I sound like I'm being an apologist here for Marvel Studios. I'm absolutely not. I don't see why they're not doing Storm solo series if we're getting something like Agatha Harkness, and I hope to see these X-Men get their solo series here soon. But just remember, in a world where we only got really bad X-Men movies and some decent Spider-Man movies up until about 2008 when this all started, we're going to have stuff like an Agatha Harkness solo series and an Echo solo series with Daredevil as a supporting character, and that's just the kind of world I want to live in. I'm really glad this is all happening. We should all be as fans. Marvel Phase 4 may have been what's not a great upbeat for you, but man, everything can't be Marvel Phase 3. You know, just can't be that way. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below. How have you liked everything in Phase 4 so far? What title are you most hyped for that hasn't been announced yet? And if it were up to you and it were your dream, you wanted to hear something announced, casting, franchise, or otherwise, one of these upcoming announcements this year, you tell me down below. What do you want to see at Marvel Studios? I'm all ears. Let me know down in the comments. Quickly, let's jump into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. We're still giving away PlayStation 5s every 20,000 subscribers all the way up to 1 million. The next milestone is 980, which we're about halfway to and could easily hit by month's end or next. So if you want to be entered to win or for any of the future giveaways here at the channel, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here, not in the comments. So if you see any WhatsApp spammers on my channel or on any other channels alike, just report those comments and keep it moving. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name Allfires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.